Hi, this is Gil Robles. I'm back doing another set of warm-up sketches, which I got a lot of great feedback the first time I did this. So the first two drawings I'm going to do are the equivalent of drawing on a toned paper. The brush I'm using right here, it's just one of the texture brushes. It's just called brush 1 from I imported it from the set of brushes that are in a Sketchbook Pro. And I use this. I set up some of the properties you'll see in a moment here, like right here on Sketchbook Pro, so that I can just get the kind of line that I want, or the character of the line that I want. Be better, rather than just copy what someone else did, just to play with the properties of the brush till you get what you want. That way you can program it or customize it according to what you like and what you're comfortable with, to get the kind of line quality that you want in your drawing. It's a good idea to play with it, because it is a I think more of a personal thing, just but also if you see someone who's whose the line quality looks close to what you want, or it looks to be exactly what you want, it's a good idea to ask, if you can, how that person got to that. I have no particular formula. I just play with the brush properties till I get what I want. So for these warm-up sketches, I have nothing particularly in mind other than just an idea of, hey, I want to draw a wizard head, or I want to draw a female head, or something else. It's just practice. It's just practice. It's just, there's no making mistakes. It's just allowing yourself to have fun. If you do make a mistake, you can always just a lot easier than in traditional materials. You can just delete it. But it's just having fun. I just don't expect a lot out of the drawing, but oftentimes you come up with a nice drawing because you're not so how would you say, you're not so worried about making the perfect drawing. And even even if it isn't digital, even the traditional materials, it's just a good way of you getting to know your materials. You're getting to know your medium. Over here, you're getting to know the digital medium. Close to Sketchbook Pro is close to what you have done on paper and whatever other tool you use. But and the practice will help you better understand your medium as well. Here I just drawing a female head on a cool background, and this time I started up in that same brush, but I'm going to use brush that I customized so it would look like a pen and ink brush, or a crowquill, a pen nib. Now, the thing I like about Sketchbook Pro is, you see, when I use the pen lines, it's a lot, like I said, I always keep saying, it's a lot closer to what you would have if you used the actual material, like a crowquill. Different from using a micron pen or something like that, because the width of the line varies with pressure, just like as you would a crowquill or a brush. Now when you do cross hatching, all of it is just one black line, but the idea is to make it look like a gradation, like a gray, rather than a solid black. You get all those little holes, so you kind of want to make like an even pattern. All the lines don't have to go either right or left, up or down, or whatever. It doesn't have to be so controlled, but the end result needs to be that it looks like a gray value rather than a whole jumble of lines. And that's very important, especially when you're drawing a female face, that those lines underneath her chin and the cheek doesn't look like a beard rather than a controlled value. which if you do a whole bunch of just lines without thinking of that, just trying to control the value, it's going to jump around and look like like she's got a beard. And this one has probably got the weirdest shaped head of all, but with that you can still see that underneath all of that I'm looking for the skull, where the cheekbones go, where the eye sockets go, where the jaw is, where the cartilage is under the nose, and so forth. That to me it's a lot better than just drawing a shape and just trying to make a face out of it. You know, the whole head is built up over a structure that's underneath, which is the skull. So it makes more sense to find the shape of the skull first, and then to draw your character on top of that. And this is again how I play with the properties of the brush till I get what I want. And that was a brush that I used for the inking. Again, with even as I try to bring out the character in this I guess kind of stuffy butler character or whatever, is I look for what's underneath. I look for the cheekbones, the jaw, the eye sockets, and so forth, and build those shapes around that. And there you have it. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as much as the first one, and subscribe to my channel. Also visit me on my blog, artinthebusyworld.blogspot.com.